here's an example between calculation prediction and actual prediction. Here's the difference. This is the future prediction. And there's two types of ways of future prediction. One way is actual future prediction, no matter what, no matter how, whatever the scenario, you predict the future. This does actually limit free will, and actually ends up in a paradox between free will and determination, in fact. The other type of prediction we have is calculation prediction. This prediction is based on calculations, or how the scenarios are playing out, how this is playing out, and meaning that if everything is left not disturbed, but in perfect calculation, that event will occur. It means that happens. That event is calculation prediction, guys. And calculation predictions actually means that whatever goes here, for example, means that you don't really predict the future in its whole. No, you don't predict it in the whole, guys. It means that based on if nothing is disturbed, nothing in the timeline is disturbed, and everything follows its calculation path, and nothing in the way to disrupt that, which can happen. Disrupting this calculation can happen and end up in a different prediction, in a different outcome. Once you break it, the lines and code shift up and end up in something else. So what exactly is an example of a calculation prediction? First of all, let's start with instead of starting with a calculation one, let's start with an actual one. If I can tell you that tomorrow I'm going to make another video, this is only dependent by me, by my feelings, how I feel, my strengths level, and my video idea videos. Yes, should I make a gaming video tomorrow? Oh, I don't have any ideas for any other video. I could just record a small game, which without speech. Every game here is done by me, so that's the thing. So what exactly do I need to do, guys? Here for the example. So what do I need to do? An example of a calculation prediction is like, okay, so I can calculate this based on my feelings, but tomorrow the outcome might end up something else. So I feel like I want to make a video tomorrow, but only to see that tomorrow there's no internet and there's no time to publish the video tomorrow. I was thinking to publish a video tomorrow, but I discovered I had internet problems tomorrow, so I could not publish it the next day. So I can based on my feelings, but then the outcome might be different. This is only based on true outcomes, true proper bit by bit calculations, not like skip calculations, meaning that I cannot skip. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to talk quietly. I really need to talk quietly, guys, because technically, okay, I really need to talk quietly, okay? I really need to speak quietly with you. So what exactly the difference between actual prediction and calculation predictions? Is that calculation predictions, for example, follow a calculated pattern. If the pattern is not disturbed, for example, we go here. For example, we have a bowling ball. The bowling ball runs. It hits the hole. The hole goes down, ends up back up. Now with the exact force calculation, should be able to go up and spring and go in this hole, go up, spring up and go in this hole, up, go in this hole, and at the end it will hit the end. So that's the calculation prediction. The bowling ball can be disturbed if, say, it got grabbed in midair, got stuck somewhere in the tube, or something like that. That can disturb the bowler and can disturb the calculated prediction and disrupt it and interrupt it and corrupt it, basically. A calculation prediction is not basically like truly predicted, but based on the exact calculation that you follow, you end up with that outcome. The bowling ball, for example, if I have a bowling ball first, hitting a light ball, I can predict that the weight of the ball is heavier than the lighter ball. I have the tiny ball and a huge heavy one. I can predict that the heavy one is going to knock off the lighter one, even at the speed it's moving in. It's heavy, it moves. Acceleration is slower, but when it builds up speed, it's more dangerous. That's the thing. That's the thing about calculated prediction. But whereas true prediction is like anything from anywhere, from literally anything else. For example, if I can predict what will happen tomorrow, I might have done that from a calculation. But then again, if everything goes as planned, of the way that the natural calculation follows, the bits by bits, without any disruption, say plank bits, next line of code, next line of code, next line of code, it does not need to change. Because one tiny line of code changing can disrupt the next one, and it'll disrupt the next one. It might mess up, it'll disrupt the next one, and it might disrupt the next one, and that's the end if it'll disrupt the whole code, the whole list of calculation. So if I write in my calculator 2 plus 2, now I know that 2 plus 2 equals 4. I know that my calculation mathematically, now I got 2 plus 2, you know, you got 1, 2, no, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, you know, so that's a thing, because we're limited to a lot of physics. Like, I am not a boundless, or I'm not a boundless, or break the laws of physics to make 2 plus 2 3, for example, you see. So for here, 2 plus 2 is 4, you see, because, you see, this. So I can predict if when I press equals, I will get a 4. I can predict that once I press thing, I can predict that if I press it, I will get a 4. But that doesn't mean that I'll have the chance to press it. What if before I press the equal button, my calculator or my phone that I was calculating on died of battery? What if that happened? You know, not like saying that at the exact second, pretty much whatever's possible in our realm will happen. No, it will happen in our realm. What's possible? No. So it's definitely there. You see, it's definitely there. So guys, so that's the thing about, but calculation prediction, you see, that's the calculation prediction. Like, I can type numbers, then I can equal this, and I know they'll equal to it. If I know the number, if I press the equal sign, I will know that by any means it cannot equal to anything else unless the calculator is faulty, or unless there's an error in the calculator. But I know by chance, and I know by physics, that 2 plus 2 is 4. At least in our realm of physics, it's 4. Yeah, that's the thing. So that's the thing between calculation prediction and full prediction, okay? And I'm sorry I'm speaking quietly. It's because it's a bit like, I don't know, it's 12:36 right now at this time. So yeah, let's speak quietly. Hopefully, like, things like simple. Hopefully, guys, once, okay, yeah, that's exactly what we have. No, I can predict the full prediction might actually be based on calculation prediction, but for me to fully predict something, guess something, and that coming true is possible, but it does contradict free will and freedom of motion. In fact, if everything had to follow to the calculation path, you know, it's follow that path, you know, it's not full prediction, it's a calculated prediction, you know. Calculated predictions are not full predictions. You calculate the outcome in the next 10 days, you calculate it. If everything follows in that calculation, you also calculate it. You could also probably even calculate if everything is following it, meaning that, like, you can also calculate if the things are calculating and then you also follow. And I also just calculate the timeline bit by bit and to just see how it's working out. You know, for example, if I take up this battery and I throw it, I can calculate, I can predict that it will fall back down, but I might not even be expecting which position I'm throwing in. It might fall down this way, or might launch this way. Yes, it will fall back down, but not in the way down, or not in the exact way down I was expecting it to fall. But like if I go up, it might fall back down. You see, the battery falls back down. I can predict that it will fall back down once I throw it back up, because of the calculation of laws of gravity, and of course gravity and that. So this is a calculated prediction. You know, this is not contradicting free will, because first of all, then I can throw the battery here, I can throw it here, I can throw it here. Free will, complete freedom, and exact prediction, exact determination is contradicting itself, and the two cannot exist together. You cannot have free will, or let's say you cannot have infinite movement, or I call it that, free will, infinite freedom, and infinite powerful knowledge prediction. No, it does not add up. It's like saying you have a square circle where you're free to move around the circle, but you're blocked out by edges with the square. You know, it does not add up. You know, at least in our realm, it doesn't. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Sorry guys, I'm sorry that the video was a bit. I'll try my best to explain everything, but it's a bit late, and my door is not locked. So if I lock my door, I could probably much a bit good, because I'm now, you know, nothing can interrupt the video. But now, of course, he has to speak quietly. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, about these predictions. And yeah, I might see you in another one. And before I go, I want to tell you that this was a good video I created about how calculated prediction, how true prediction is different. Calculated prediction means that, like, yes, okay, guys, in the daytime, now I cannot speak, and I can tell you that I cannot speak because I know what happened, I'm aware of it and all that. I've got like full awareness in the almost full awareness in my realm, which I'm supposed to be from a bit. I mean, but still, no, like more greener one, but still, no. So I can tell that probably tomorrow when it's more bright, no interruption, because I'll make a full one. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, on the predictions. You can see that calculated prediction isn't fully predicting the future, but based on events. For example, bit 1, okay, bit 1 we have is me walking. Bit 2 we have is like every bit by bit by bit put together. If you follow that bits and you don't disrupt any bits, if you disrupt one bit, you disrupt the rest, get a different outcome, you know. So basic thing, that's the thing, guys. Only the bits I'm following are get disrupted. The bits in the past never get disrupted because it happened. You cannot change the past or change a bit. If a bit happened when I'm fully there, if the entire timeline went like bit by bit by bit here, I cannot change that because it's happened already. I'm not a time traveler or omniversal being or a boundless being that can change the past or make it like it never happened. I cannot do that. But in bits, you also change the rest. So they'll go a different direction, you see. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you learned something today. From me, this is based on me. And please, guys. Okay, you know what? It's based on me. And I'm proud of myself for making this video. I am proud of myself for making this video. Okay? That's the thing I won't be aware of. Okay? I'm proud of myself for making this video. I hope you enjoyed. And leave a suggestion down below. Probably a feedback. Have a good day.